Hello everybody, Cooper here, and welcome back to another episode of the Steve Smith Career Mode here on Cricket 24. We are playing Yorkshire at Headingley today for the first match of this little portion of the T20 Slam. They have got a loaded squad. I would not be surprised if we lost this match because they have got a very solid team. Pink Stumps are back. We have won the toss. What am I talking about? We are here for the toss. One thing I should mention, we're actually going to call tails on the toss. While we do this, in between episodes, we have been appointed captain of our CPL team, the Caribbean Premier League. I can't remember which team it is. I'll have a look at it in between in between innings. We'll have a look at that a little bit later. So, but if I do forget in advance, I apologize. First ball of the innings. Down the ground. That's going to be 4. Scratch that, 6. Massive shot over the bowler's head for 6. First up. Where to next? Mid-off is up. If he pitches it up, that's where I'm going. Straight over the top of mid-off on the back foot this time. Didn't time it as well, but we'll get 4 for it. And they've brought mid-on up as well. Making it a lot easier for us to just hit. But we'll send that one over the offside this time around. Short boundary straight, but the wide boundaries obviously a little bit longer. 14 off the first 3. We're off to a good start. That's up in the air again, but it's over the infield. We'll get 4 more. Down the ground, that's 4. We're not going to bother running for that. Fielder won't be able to chase it down. 22 off the first 5. Now I'm hoping he goes a little shorter so I can work it to a fielder, or I can block and run for a single so we can make the most of the power play. That is my plan. But it gives me a full toss, which I actually haven't timed all that well. So we're just going to take the single. 23 off the first over. A really hot start. Jordan Thompson is the man into the attack now. We've gone over the top again. Mid-off is up, and it's gone for 4. Going to continue this good batting, this good run of form that we've been in. Traditional ring field in place. If you go short, we can go over the leg side. It's actually gone for 6, that one. That was an incredible... Actually, no, it hasn't. I'm getting excited over nothing. What am I talking about? Jeez. Just a chip over the umpire's head again for 4. Pick up another boundary. A slight adjustment in the field now. You can see that deep mid-off is in place. Extra cover is there. They've now put a short cover in. I would have that man a little bit further back, but I suppose with the fielding restrictions, they can't really do a great deal. Harry Brook has a 0 fielding rating. Is that justified? That's huge. That's 6. That's out of here. That one's actually 6. Thompson's taken a bit of tap in this over. 41 off 10 deliveries. That's over the top. That'll be 4 more. 45 off 11. Where do we go to get the single? We've barbecued Haynes. He's gone for a diamond duck. That was potentially a little bit irresponsible of me. Yeah, he's nowhere near. But we're back on strike, which is the main thing. Adil Rashid is the new bowler. We're going to not do a good job there. Spin has been our kryptonite so far in this series. We might look to just try and work this across to there. We'll get the single, get off strike, get Pujara on. And hopefully when the fast bowler comes back on, we can take advantage of the power play. All right, we're going to get 1 ball off of Mike. Hopefully we can go leg side. We can't. It's a dot ball. 1 for 59. Pujara Soaking up a lot of dot balls. He's 13 off 14. Ideally, we'd like to get back on strike if we can. We're going to run it quickly. Pajara puts the dive in and we get there. Okay. Let's take advantage of this final over the power play. Offside is open. Let's give ourselves a little bit of room. Oh, it's a full toss. It's short. It's flat. It's 6. And it's the half century. 52 off 17. 18 fours and 3 sixes to our name. It's high. It's long. It's there for 4. 56 now off 18. That might be out. And it is out. It's okay, we've got ourselves off to a good start in this episode. 56, another half century to our name. We'll take it. We just missed out on getting a bigger score, unfortunately. But we've done our job in the power play. 2 for 70. Hopefully we can push on and get a good score. And we have lost again in the final over, unfortunately. David Milan gets player of the match for his 97 off 60. Again, we are struggling with the wickets, so that is unfortunate. But let's proceed to the next match. While I remember, guys, it was the Guyana Amazon Warriors that we were selected by and made captain of in between episodes. This is the team that we have. It's a pretty solid team. There's some decent talent here that I recognise. Our next match, who it is? It's Hampshire. It's a home fixture. I'll see you at the toss. The toss? The toss. Okay, we are back. I believe this is the first of 2 matches in a row against Hampshire. They've got James Vince, Ben McDermott, Liam Dawson, Mason Crane. They've got some decent talent. Nathan Ellis is in there as well. We've got a home fixture. I'm looking forward to this match. Hopefully we can get off to as good a start as we did in the last match. We have won the toss. We will be bowling first. Let's actually watch the first ball here. Let's see what Hampshire can get up to. We've got James Vince and Ben McDermott opening the batting. And they're going to get a single off the first ball. Oh, he's just copped one in the shin. That would have hurt. But let's simulate forward now. Let's have a look at what the score is that we're chasing. 88. 89. Very doable. This is a very doable chase. Let's get into it. That's over the top. First boundary of the innings. Let's chase this down as quickly as we can. I am challenging myself to chase this down in the power play. That is the challenge I'm setting for myself. Hopefully we can do it. Oh, that's massive. That's 6. That's out of here. That's in the car park. They've got a man back on the offside through cover. We'll go down the ground. There's nobody back there. There is a deep mid-off, though, and it beats him. But yeah, as you can see, there's the deep cover point that I was talking about. There's also a deep backward square leg, which I need to keep an eye on. But there's nobody really down the ground. I've swung and missed at that. Now they've put the deep mid-off in place, so if we go straight, we really need to get it straight. That's a good ball. We're going to try and get a single off this last ball so we can get back on strike to keep chasing down these runs. It's in the gap. We'll get the single. 15 off the first over. It's a good start. Wood now coming into the attack. Whoa, that's over my head. I was definitely playing for something full, but he's gone short. With the 2 men back on the leg side, I probably should have predicted that. So that is something to be mindful of. We'll take the single. We'll get Haynes into the game. And then Haynes sees out 4 dot balls. Fantastic. Let's go over cover. That's more straightish cover, but it's okay. We'll get the 4 runs we were looking for. Now they've put extra cover in place. There's a deep cover point, so the offside's really not looking like an option. We might have to go down the ground. It's a full toss, and it has been hit with contempt. as we pick up another boundary. The cover point's now not there. Sorry, the extra cover, not cover point. That's in the gap. We haven't timed it. We're going to have to run these. We'll get 2. Thought about a third. None for 26 off 2.3. Ooh, it's a little bit uppish. We'll get the 1. Haynes has got us back on strike the very next ball, so we might do a block and run here. And we do. We get through. None for 29 after 3. We might go leg side here if Wood's going around the wicket. And we do. Pull shot. Not sure if it's going to go to the rope, if the fielder's going to cut it off. It will go to the rope. We get 4. 32 off 14. That gap is still open. That'll be 4 more. Eased onto the back foot, just swiveled away. Pulled it around the corner for 4. I've just realised there is a lot of room on the offside. Whereas I probably should have pulled that, but that's okay. If he goes anywhere that's not short, I'm launching over the offside. And I have gone way too early on that ball. But yeah, there is a short cover right there, so I do have to be careful of that fielder. Another dot ball. Wood's bowling actually quite well. We might try and work this to the leg side for a single to end this over. Which we do. We get it down to deep square leg. It's more of a deep backward square leg to end the over. None for 38 off 4. Mason Crane, the one test wonder, comes into the attack. We're almost halfway into the run chase. And a very close LBW shout. Not to be. 2 dots to begin the over. Not ideal. I just want to hit this into the gap. Which I do. We might be able to come back for a second, which we will. Should be able to get 2 more here. We're going to come back for it. Have I cooked Haynes again for the second time in as many innings? I have. I've absolutely barbecued him. That's unfortunate. Sorry, Haynes. You have to go. We'll bring in Pajara. Actually, what I'm going to produce. What am I trying to say? Promote Shadab Khan. Shadab's going to come in at 3. We are going to. On. Jeez, I've almost barbecued another teammate. Okay, Nathan Ellis has come into the attack. Another fast bowler. Required run rate is 3, so we don't really need to take any more risks. But I would like to get on strike to see if I can get my 50 in this over, because it's going to be a lot easier if I can do it this over. 2 plays and misses to start Shadab. Not a good start. That's a good short ball. Really good short ball. But there is short mid wicket. That's up. Everybody on the offside is up. We're going to go leg side. Lofted over the leg side. That'll be 4. There's nobody back there. It's a good shot. Not going to be 6, but it'll be 4. Gets us to 48. The 50 is up. Okay, this is an interesting field. Ideally, I'd like to hit it over that guy there to bring up the 50, which is great. We only need 34 from 78 now. 9 fours and a 6 in this 50. A little bit slower than the last one, but still very good. I'm liking the idea of going down the ground. That's a little bit up-ish, close to the fielder. We're going to get 2. That's a bit straighter. That should be 4, that one. And it will be 4. Now they've got a long off and a long on. Mid-wicket's probably where I'm going to go. That is not far away from the stumps. Still waiting on the end of this over. There's been a couple of wides to get through. I'm waiting for him to pitch something up. That's another wide. There's another wide. It's been 4 wides already in this over. There's another wide. So that's 5 wides in a row. Five wides in a row, guys. This is getting a little ridiculous. You know what? That one probably could have been a wide as well, but I just wanted to get away from this over. It was getting ridiculous. Nice little look at the wagon wheel here. Very spread out, all over the ground. Not much behind the wicket, but it's looking very nice. 12 needed from these overs. We might just keep the 1 here. We don't want to barbecue ourselves after barbecuing Haynes. And that's that. We're done. 9 wickets we've won. And look at that. We get our first player of the match. Collect that check, Stephen. And as you can see, a very comfortable run chase in the end. Let's move on to the next match. All right, time for the rematch up against Hampshire, this time at the Rose Bowl. Same lineups, same teams. Let's get into it. Tails on the toss it is, and we have won the toss. Let's actually bat first this time around. We don't normally bat first if we win the toss, but let's try something different. It's a very green wicket. First ball, it's in the sun, but it's gone for 4. Off to a flying start so far. Swing and a miss. Not ideal, but we'll deal with it. Mid-wicket's an option. Square leg is an option. We'll go over the top of point instead. It's cleared the fielder, and we've picked up another boundary. Again, that's up in the air and right in the sun. But we're going to pick up 4 more. 4 balls into the over, none for 12. Slight change in the field. The mid-off and mid-on have come up, which is exactly where we're going to target now, because there's the cover, extra cover in place, and we don't want to hit it down there, so we've hit it over the top down the ground. Now, last ball of the over, we might... No, we'll take the dot ball. That was annoying. 16 off it though, can't complain about that. All right, let's get ourselves back on strike. We should be able to get a single fairly easily. There's nobody in close, so a block and run is on the cards. And we get the single. Down the ground, I'm looking at. Offside, I'm kind of ignoring the leg side because I don't like the look of it. But offside is good. Now there's a deep cover in place. There's a deep mid-off. And it's gone straight up in the air. And the wicket's been taken. Not ideal. But we've had a nice little cameo to start the innings. I was trying to go over deep mid-on. Mid-on. But I've just not timed it well enough. And it's gone to a fielder and we are out for 20. And a pretty comprehensive loss in this match. We just couldn't get anything going after our dismissal. And then Hampshire chased down the runs fairly comfortably with plenty of time left in the match. 2 matches to go now in this episode. Let's do it. Actually, no, there's one more match, I think. I'll have to double check, but there's at least one more match in this episode. Okay, we are here for the final match of the episode. We are playing Yorkshire, which is the rematch of the first match of the episode. We're playing at Old Trafford. I've actually done a little bit of editing to the pitch. I've done a really dusty 5-day pitch, which should favour the spinners. I wanted a little bit of a challenge because I felt like we've been scoring quite easily as of late. So I've made an absolute dust bowl. So this will just be a one-off depending on how we go. But let's get into it. We have won the toss. We are going to bat first on this absolute dust bowl. Hopefully nothing terrible happens. And should the positive scoring continue, I will be very happy. Okay, dust bowl. First ball of the innings. Mid-wicket is wide open. I don't go to mid-wicket. I go straight over mid-on, and that will be 4 to begin. Although there is a deep mid-off. Mid-wicket is the ideal shot. That was bowled a little bit shorter on the offside, so we'll go over point on this occasion. Have a look at this on the replay. It's a lovely little glide. Now mid-off is up and mid-on is deeper. So we'll just step onto the back foot and run it down there for 4. That last delivery was actually very close to a crack, so we've got to be mindful of the crack. That might be 6. That is huge. It is 6. So far the dust bowl hasn't done too much to sway our confidence. If you go short, he's an idiot. He doesn't go short, it's a dot ball. And then final ball of this over, I should, in all theory, smack it down there for 4 because there's nobody down there. Ordinarily, I would take a single, but there was just so much space, I couldn't resist. Tommy Haynes has not had the best go around with things in the last couple of matches. I've run him out twice. Jordan Thompson is into the attack. I would like to take a dot ball here. Why do I keep saying dot ball? I mean single. We get there. So with Tommy Haynes doing his stellar work getting off strike, we now have to do our duty of continuing to smack boundaries. 28 off 7 to begin. Very happy with our good work. Got the traditional ring field in place. And I've smacked it straight to point. That is a disappointing way to end the episode. We got off to another good start, but just couldn't quite hang in there. To be fair, it is a good catch. Harry Brook takes it. Jordan Thompson picks up the wicket. But we're off to a good start. Hopefully we can translate this into a positive score. And it is looking good. I think we've done it. But we have won. Pujara scores 104 off 70 in his innings. We get the second highest score of 28, which was nice. And we actually take some wickets in this match, which is nice. So, good work by us. Now, to round things off in this episode, we can see that we've got the 4 matches. Whoa, we've got 4 matches next episode, plus any finals that take place. I assume that will happen in this week here. And then the following episode will be the Ashes. In terms of statistics, are we still looking good? We're out of the top 5, which is a little bit disappointing. We're in 4th in terms of player of the series, so we mustn't be far away of the batting stats. We got 431 runs. We are 1 run behind Pujara, who admittedly has played 1 less innings, but has faced a lot more balls. We've hit a lot of 4s, and I think the most 6s. We have hit the most 6s, but our highest score is only 63 not out. So ideally, I would like to get a really big score by the end of this series, but we will see how that goes in the future. But that is going to do it for today, guys. I hope you have had a lovely time watching me smack balls to the boundary, playing on an absolute dust bowl, and doing very well. Where do we actually stand? We're currently in first place. Excuse me. So we're currently in first place, doing very well. So I dare say there will be some finals of some description, but we will take care of that next time. Have a lovely day, guys, and I'll see you then. Bye.